Lost in Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Often mirrors appear quick, ready from ear to ear. Craving that rain in the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose.
Boom. The truth is what you can see. And that's what we do here on the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and I want to thank you guys for joining us and for all of you all who send me texts and giving me advice and arguing with me uh, about my takes. Pretty soon you guys are going to be able to, excuse me, you guys are going to be able to text me and give your stuff live on the show. And then once we reach a certain number of viewers, we'll be going directly to YouTube, and you guys can sign into your YouTube account, and then you can actually text and call in at that time. So you'll be able to get your name and put your name up there. And so we'll know who the texts are from, who are the questions from, and then also we're going to be doing call-in shows as well. So we're excited about what's happening and what's going on. And speaking of excited, I'm excited about Thunder and them winning the other night. It was a great game. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it. I forgot that we even had a game on Sunday night because the holidays just kind of screws me all up. But I ended up catching the last part of the game and watched it and loved what I saw. We came back and we beat the T-Wolves. I don't know. Here's the box score for the night. The Thunder 135-128, and I mean the Thunder 10-13 right now. T-Wolves 11-12, and nobody thought we would be here. But like I said, I think we should be 12-11 because there are 2 wins that I think we got taken away from us. Probably 3 wins, really, to be honest with you, if I really had to just hold my feet to the fire. 3 wins that I thought that one of them was refereeing, 2 of them was just, I don't understand what the coach was doing. Because a lot of times, coaching can cost you 8 to 10 points a game, easily. Easily 8 to 10 points a game. And he's been doing this, Coach Dagnall has been coaching this team and doing this because he hasn't been on a schedule to win. Let's call it that. And now that you've got the team together and you can put together some wins and you can do some things, because the first year we went on a nice run, and all of a sudden Aaron Wiggins don't get on the court anymore. We went 4 out of 6 games, or 6 out of 9, or whatever it was, and Aaron Wiggins was on the court. Now all of a sudden he can't get on the court. What happened? What's the deal? But like I've always said, you can't judge someone because you're not at the games and you don't know what's happening. So you can't judge what's happening as far as why somebody's playing and why somebody's not, because you're not at practice and neither am I. But the Thunder improved to 10-13 with the 135-128 victory. You can see that the Wolves were 10 for 30 from 3. 52% from the field, 44 rebounds, 66 points in the paint with 24 turnovers. OKC 11 for 26, cutting down on those threes. That's what I've been preaching on the Unpopular Hour when I do my analysis of the Thunder here. And then on After the Storm, OKC Thunder, my live stream after the Thunder games, I really break it down there. 51%, 42 rebounds, 64 pips. 21 turnovers. Way too many turnovers. And then they outscored us on the bench 52-37. And when I look at it, I'm just going, man, 11 for 26. Love the fact that the 2 guys who shoot the most threes weren't shooting them. I like that. You cut down on that. Yep, and then when you look at the team stats, you can see the two guys that shoot the most threes are Kendrick Williams and Trey Mann, and they were 3 for 6, which is good because I don't know. I talked about it the other day on the show how we shot 21 threes. The starters shot 21 threes among them, and those two had 10 by themselves. So I like the fact that the Thunder are monitoring that and going, hey, look, we've got to get baskets. We can't just be allowing y'all just to jack up a bunch of threes. So anyway, I like what the Thunder coaching staff are doing, understanding what we can and what we can't do. SGA, 33 points, back to his workmanlike 10 for 13. When he's efficient like that, we are really, really good. And then when he's, 9 for 21, 8 for 22, 11 for 26, stuff like. Well, he don't really shoot 26 times, but when he's not a double-digit field goal percentage or field goals made, but double digits in field goals attempted, we're not very efficient. So he has to be, right around 50% shooting, and he's been on fire. Love what I am seeing from our best player, and potentially it should be, unless it's just something stupid. There's no reason why he won't make his first All-Star game this year. So people go out there and vote for him for sure. Even though Oklahoma City has a small voting, every vote. We're not a big city, but every vote counts. So let's vote SGA in as far as fan voting for the All-Star team. Josh Giddey, 21 points, 8 for 16, 3 for 7. Love, love, love those stats. Another double-double with 12 rebounds. He is a double-double machine when it comes to points and rebounds with 7 assists. Almost got him another triple-double. And then up next, Dort with 18. And, if you've heard me talk all day long, all this whole time, the way I want to see it is SJ, our leading scorer. Josh is our second lead scorer. Dort coming in for third, and then whatever we can get from Poku, Robinson, Earl, J-Dub, we'll take. So you got to look at our starters. All 5 of them were in double figures. Dort had 18, 6 for 12, 3 for 4, and once again, he's been on fire from 3 as long as he catches the ball in rhythm. He's not trying to do a heat check. If he's just catching the ball wide open in the floor of the offense and he's made a couple shots, he's very, very good at that. And I think, like I said, I think he's shooting 40-something percent from the three-point line. So he's doing really good at that. Robinson Earl, 14, 5 of 11, 5 of 11. Great job by him. Poku, 12 points, 5 for 10, 0 for 3. J-Dub, man, 11 points, 4 for 6. Can't tell you enough how much I like this kid. Trey Mann, 6 points, 2 for 9, 1 for 3. He's just got to get his field goal percentage up. He's just struggling mightily right now from the field, but we got to get those up. Kendrick Williams, 15 points, 6 for 7. So in his last 2 games, Kendrick Williams is 10 for 11 in field goal percentage. 10 for 11 in his last 2 games. If we can continue that pace, which of course it won't because the NBA is a very, 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 very long season, I don't see him maintaining that pace, but 10 for 11 for the last 2 games, that's excellent. Jang, of course, 0 for 1, no points. And then bringing up the last but not least, or last and least, is Baisley with 5 points and 2 for 4. Like what I saw out of Darius, unfortunately, he is just not what we need to get us over the hump as far as the team is concerned. Like I said, I feel sorry for him because, I never really liked him as a player. I didn't like the pick when we got it. I was like, I don't understand this. But Sam Presti is really big on having these long players who are long and athletic. But hell, I need long athletic that can score. Please give me long athletic that can shoot. Not just long and athletic. Give me long and athletic that can score. That's what we need. That's what we've gotten out of J-Dub. And once again, got to give Sam Presti his credit. Did not see the kid from Santa Clara, the young man from Santa Clara, at all. What a great find that J-Dub was Jalen Williams from Santa Clara. Just can't even express how happy I am with that pickup. And then the Thunder tonight, our game tonight is going to be interesting. We play at the Hawks. We have the Hawks tonight. I have my schedule right here. I don't know why I'm just not even looking. Got my schedule right there. I should be able to look at it. But anyway, the Thunder uh, tonight. Here's my, if I can find, I need to get my little thing up so I can just hit my buttons. That's what I need to have. Uh, Here are my Thunder keys for the game tonight. Uh, we need to get off to a good start. And like I said, I'm not going to change doing that. Uh, that the Thunder need to get off to a good start. I'm not changing that at all. We need to limit the open looks, and we need to dominate the points in the paint because once Trey gets going, knocking that threes, he goes to the basket as well as anybody. He throws that alley oop, and so if we can just keep that cut down on those exciting, explosive plays, keeping the crowd out of the game, we have a chance. But Trey tends to just wear us out every time he sees us. Being a kid from Norman, Oklahoma City boy, basically, he just kills us every time he sees us. I mean, he really just kills us every time he sees us. And then we need to get out and transition, which means we have to get them to turn the ball over so that we can get out, get some easy looks, get some easy baskets, so that we can score some points. If we can do that, that's going to make all the difference in the world for us if we can do that. So those are my keys for the game tonight against the Hawks, who are 13-10. Of course, it's on Bally Sports. It's 9-7. We are +6, and the over/under is 236 and a half. 236 and a half. And my thing with the Thunder is that when I look at their stats and I look at what we do as a team and what we're capable of, here are our season stats as far as points. We're averaging 116.8, shooting 46% from the field, 33.8% from three, 24 assists, and 13.7 turnovers. But the problem is that we rank 28th, giving up 117.8 points. There's 30 teams in the league, and we're next to last, or second from last, in points allowed, 117.8, and we're scoring 102. So scoring is not the problem. Once again, getting off to a good start, trying to keep them in front of us, not giving them open looks. And us biggest issue we have is we give teams open looks. And those are my two keys that I do not change when I do the keys to the game. But on the other side of it, we're 6th in scoring. So think about that. We're 6th in scoring and 28th in team defense. 6th in scoring and 28th in team defense. Those are things that you have to change as a team. You have to be able to stop. You have to be able to get stops. And like I said, part of our issue is when he subs and he has certain guys in the game, he costs us 8 to 10 points a game every game. Coach D, we're talking about our head coach. I just don't understand. It's kind of like Burkhauser in baseball. He's a guy who can get you there, but you have to get rid of him to get somebody else in there. You got to get somebody else to get somebody to get. I mean, sometimes guys get you there, but you need that other guy to come in to give them a different voice, to give them something else to get them over the hump. And I think that's where the Thunder are at. We're set. We've got a good team, but I think we need that coach that has that thing that we need to get us over the hump. I don't believe he is the guy. I don't necessarily like talking about people getting fired, but the Thunder, we're 10-13. Nobody expected us to be there. And remember, if we keep on our current pace, then 26 more, it'll be after, what are we, 26 games in? So 52 games in. Okay, we keep our current pace. We will be 20-26. 20-26. That's not bad. 20-26. Then you add another 23 games, excuse me, we'll be 20-43. Is that right? Let me see. That's 23 games. If you had another 23 games, that's 43 games. So we'll be 20 and 23. And 43 games. Or 20-26. Then you add another 10 wins on there. That's 30 and 23. What is that? 30 and 23. What's that? 50, that'll be 59 games, right? 23, 30, 23, 46, 66, 69. Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad. But that's where we will be. Guys, that's not a bad thing. Now, I predicted us to be right at 40 wins. That's what I predicted us to be. I thought that's where we would be after this period of time. We would be right at, you know, 31 games is kind of what I thought we'd be. 40 games is what I thought we could be. And I'm just excited about it. I really am. I'm pumped up about what the Thunder can and cannot be. But sixth in scoring, nobody thought we'd be there. When Drew Henthorne and I and Husker Drew Picks talked about it, what did we say? The Thunder need to be about 114 to 115, 16 points a game. They're right at 116 points a game. I didn't think they'd score that many, but that's where we're at, 116 points a game. Now you just got to get some guys who can defend. We have no rim protectors, and we don't have you play the wrong guys in there who can't get out and defend. Drives me nuts when he does some of the lineups that he does, but I'm just gonna move on. I'm not gonna. It just frustrates the hell out of me when I see some of his combinations of people he has in there. I'm just going. I don't understand it. Why is that guy in the game? I don't understand why he has some of the people he has in the games. I really don't. I don't understand it. I'm just kind of going. There's no way that I'd be playing that combination right there. There's no way. So in NBA scores last night, the Nuggets lost to the Pelicans 121-106, and we've talked about the Pelicans and how strong they are, as well as the Nuggets and the Pelicans. They're tough. They're going to be a tough team. When you look at Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum, and Zion and Valanciunas in the middle, they are not going to be a bad team. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get them out. Suns 133-95. They just beat all up on the Spurs. The Spurs are just not very good. Like I said, they were 1-15, 1-16 in the month of November. Just terrible. I mean, just absolutely terrible. Probably their worst month ever under Greg Popovich. Lakers, here they are slowly winning now. Of course, it's the Wizards, but a win is a win is a win. So Lake Drew and Randy have a bet on who's going to have more wins, the Lakers or the Thunder. Uh, it looks like it's going to come down to the wire because the question is, can Anthony Davis stay on his pace and stay healthy? That's the $100 million question. Grizzlies over the Pistons, 122-112. Just as we look at it, the Pistons will probably be back in the lottery once again, and we know who they are trying, who everybody who's wanting to get as the number one overall pick. Bulls, Kings. Those Bulls, I tell you what, the Kings, the Sacramento Kings are rolling. Now whether they can keep up this pace or not, I don't know. But I tell you what, they've been a surprising team for me. And just watching this team grow, and DeAndre Fox has just been on fire and just killing them. And this is a young team, and boy, oh boy, have they got something going on and playing great together. Cavaliers and the Knicks 92, Cavaliers 81. Knicks did a fantastic job beating the Cavaliers. I did not see this happening, but the Knicks are a weird team. They're the worst three-point shooting team in the league, but they've got their long and they're athletic, and they can get some stuff done. And once they get on a roll, teams who are long and athletic can play defense. They get in transition, start making some shots, get into a flow. It's hard to beat. Celtics 101, Nets 92. The Celtics, man, I tell you what, they are rolling. They have not missed Ime Udoka, Udoka a lot at all. Blazers 116-100. Blazers are still my sneaky team. I still like them. Whether they'll be able to finish off, I don't know if they will or not, but I like what I see out of them and what's going on with that team. And then, of course, NBA games tonight. You've got the Bucks against the Magic. The Bucks, of course, will be trying to win because they're trying to keep pace with the Celtics for the best record. But they have Celtics currently are having the best record in the league. Clippers and Hornets. Clippers should handle their business with them, just like the Bucks should beat the Magic. Thunder and the Hawks. I gave my keys to the game. The Thunder, we can't get on a roll here. We've got this 5-game road trip. We need to get a couple wins, and I think we can, and think we will get a couple wins. Now, whether we can beat the Hawks at home tonight, I don't know. They usually beat up us on it because we just don't have an answer for Trey. He's just ridiculous. Celtics and Raptors. The Celtics, this is going to be a good game. I told everybody when Siakam, they get him back rolling 100%, they're going to be definitely a team to watch. I like this team. I like what they do. I like what they offer. I like the coaching staff. I like the players. I like everything about this team, and I think they're sneaky good, better than what people give them credit for being. Heat, Grizzlies. The Grizz should take care of the Heat. I don't understand the Heat. I don't know what the hell they're doing. 1 minute they're good. 1 minute they're just. I don't understand that team. They're up and down. Their identity is what? Because I don't know. Sixers and the Rockets. The Sixers should handle their business tonight against the Rockets, but you never know. The Rockets are young. They're athletic. They've got some players. They could surprise you. Suns, Mavericks. Man, these two teams, tell you what, it's going to be a good game. Pacers, Warriors, there we go. I like the Warriors in that. They'll be at home. Thank God for them so they can get a win. Pacers and the Jazz. That's terrible. The Jazz should be able to get a W at home. And I don't know why I have the Rockets and Suns in there twice. I got to redo that. That was just terrible. That's bad. That's bad on me, Matt. That's my bad, people. I apologize for that. So that being said, here are our sponsors. We want to thank Collaborative Logic and everything they do to keep us up and running. Also being able to get me ready for my live streams and for you all call in, be able to text, and be able to send messages and add questions on the basis. So we'll be excited about that. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the peeps that you want to talk to about that. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. Nafco, gotta love what they're doing over there with Greg and Max Nafy. And last but not least, of course, is YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. Also, they are a sponsor for us to go out and do remote live streams for minority, Black, and women-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online with them for any personal or business loans at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. They are the people that you can use for that. What up, Ben? What's happening, my brother? As joined by my boy Ben Dillman. What's happening, bro?
Not much, Bubba. Just watching some of this game.
Is it
hanging
still
out.
4-0?
Yep, still 4-0 right now.
Well, they jumped all over them quick, didn't they? God dang.
Needed to be done. They needed to get the form real quick, so that was good for them.
Well, they lost the other night, and they were not happy. And but Neymar was out; he got hurt, and I think that the referees will start probably calling more fouls and watching so he doesn't get hurt for teams to try to take him out.
Yep.
But to me, Brazil is so loaded with talent, and they got players everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. They really do. And I think Neymar only needs one more goal to
tie
break
Pele.
Pele's.
No, to tie.
I think he scored today.
Yeah, he's one behind now.
Yeah, okay, one behind. Yeah. So yeah, he's in there, but yeah,
now that's the tie. That's the tie Pele's all-time Brazilian scoring record. That's what that is. Goals.
Insane.
And goals. So
insane.
Just think about that. How long? That's a long time. That's a long time.
I still like Ronaldinho is my favorite Brazilian player ever, just because he was right in his prime, right whenever I was kind of growing up, and his videos still go viral all the time. He was
a beast.
Unbelievable.
He was a beast. We still need to do our Mount Rushmore, but we'll
get there after
we
this
have to
World
wait
Cup,
till after World Cup's over with. We'll definitely have to get there. Now, we're not going to be joined by our boy Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com, but guess what we do have? We do have his picks.
Nice.
so we don't have to hear his mouth about them Cowboys
He's
last
been
night.
on fire
Oh
though.
God, yeah, no. Oh, as far as betting's concerned, oh yeah,
He's been on
he
fire.
he was ridiculous this weekend, wasn't he?
Yep.
I mean,
Once
crazy.
again.
You made a lot of money. Did you bet? You took some of his best, didn't you?
Yeah, I took a bunch of them, and then with some of that money, the wife got me a new cowboy hat. So there
Oh,
you
she
go.
did. Wait a minute. Wait a
Thank you,
minute.
Drew.
Wait, hold on. You win the deal, and then your wife buys you a hat.
Well, because I'm buying her stuff,
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't have to.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, it's all the same pot.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yes.
then then we stopped at Windstar and won some money there too. It was nice little weekend.
Now you had a real nice weekend. You better save some of that up because you guys are going to Vegas, so you better save some of that up,
Yep,
bro.
all that cash is sitting ready to go.
He's got college basketball. He loves those Zags, man. He's got the Zags minus
I
14
know.
tonight. He loves the Zags. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna hold
I
my tongue.
mean, just keep you got to keep riding that horse.
No, you do. I mean,
They've won a lot of money for him over the last couple of years.
no. I'm with you on that. I'm just not a Zags fan. It's just me.
Me either.
And then, of course, in the NBA, you have the Grizzlies tonight minus 1.5, the Suns +3, and then he's taking over with the Suns. I mean, the Thunder and the Hawks tonight. And they're averaging 113. We're averaging 116.
Yep.
So
That's right. That's a little bit like that would hit the under on the average, but I think that they're expecting some point. They're going to run up and down the court.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, I think they're averaging 118. I think they're giving up
118.
113. Yeah, I think they're giving up 113. We're giving up 117. We're averaging 116 points a game, and giving up 117 points a game. So if you just do, all right, if we score and what we give up, you're right there at that
You're right
number.
there.
You're
You're
right
right
there at
there.
that number. Yeah, you're right there at that number. If you just do that, that's 235. So I mean, you're right. You're right there. So actually, it's 233. So you're right there at the number if you do that. So, but we shall see. I just don't know if we have a chance. Trey just kills us every time he sees us, man.
Yes, he
He
does.
just absolutely just wears us out. And then in NFL tonight, Monday Night Football, and I won't be watching it because the Thunder play tonight, so I don't have to watch the Bucks and the Saints. Ugh, I'm not interested in that at all, dude.
Yeah, I'm not interested, but that's going to decide the division pretty much, as because these head-to-head matchups for those teams, they're tied right now, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if they can pull it off. But I mean, obviously, you can never bet against Tom Brady until it proves us otherwise that he just absolutely stinks. But they're five. Oh, the Buccaneers are 5-6, and then the Falcons are 5-8.
Yep. So it's gonna be right there, and they're just both terrible, dude.
Oh.
I'm
not excited about that.
No, I am not excited at all about that. Now, in some hockey news last night, were you excited about the games last night at all?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of games that went pretty good. Like that Wild Stars game was pretty awesome. That one to a shootout, and that was two shootouts in a row for the Wild. They were on a back-to-back, so that was 2 games in a row that they had to go into a shootout. And then they were actually up 4-1 in the third, and then your Stars came back, scored 4 late ones, and they tied it up, and they went, so they ended up getting a point, which was great. You need the points right now.
Points,
so that helps keep them above the Jets by 2 points in their division. So that was huge.
Especially since the Jets beat the Ducks as well, 5-2.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, leading right into that. Yeah, I mean the Ducks stink, so you gotta score those points when you can. And
the unmighty Ducks.
Exactly, those mighty Ducks.
Okay, the Red Wings, dude, 4-2 over the Blue Jackets. The Wings, Are they up and down? What is the deal with them?
The Wings, so they were supposed to they're a young team right now, so everybody's looking for them to do some good here, and in 2 years, 3 years down the road. But right now, they just can't seem to they can't they're sticking with all these teams. They're inspired by their young guys. They're 12-7-5, so 5 overtime losses. Those are 5 points that if you just lose, in regulation, you don't get those. So they're kind of staying in the hunt. They're actually above a couple of these teams that I saw, being way more advanced than them.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, the Sharks losing to the Sabres 4-3.
Yep, I see the Sharks selling the farm.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think that because they're at the bottom of the division. They're gonna Erik Karlsson has almost a $9 million contract. I think he's 7th in the league in points, and he's a defenseman, which is insane right now. I think he has 13 goals as well, so he's absolutely crushing it. And I think that if they were to send out some bird calls looking for something, I think they're going to end up selling all these guys because they got to get rid of. They already got rid of Brett Burns. They're going to keep doing this. It's going to get worse.
Yep. And then you got the Islanders over the Blackhawks. Dude,
yep,
they
Blackhawks,
fall a long way.
another
They've fallen
team.
a long way, bro.
Yep, the Blackhawks, another team. I see them selling their guys off. They got some longtime guys that have big contracts that they won their Stanley Cups back in the 2000s. So Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, they're both. I think both of those guys will be on the move, and they're going to be big contracts. Hopefully, the Bruins maybe can snag one of those guys.
You got, and then tonight we have the G Knights and the Bruins. Your Bruins are playing tonight.
Yeah, I'll be watching this one definitely over that Monday Night Football for sure. It only took the Bruins 23 games to get 20 wins, so that tied a league record and everything. The Knights, this will be a good test. It'll be a good game.
Yep, it will be. And then those Drew's Blues play the Rangers. They should get a W easy tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. The Rangers, they're like they have a guy who's pretty much the only heavyweight left in the league, like fighting wise and stuff. His name's Ryan Reeves, and the Rangers when they brought him in to bulk up their team because they were getting pushed around. And now they traded him to the Wild, actually. And the Wild have been on a tear ever since they got Ryan Reeves. They're 4-1 since they got him. And the Rangers have lost, I think they're 2-1-2 at this point since they got rid of him. So they're not doing too well. So I don't see the Rangers really – they don't have an identity. They need somebody to battle for them. They don't have any heart.
Yep. And then you got the Avalanche and the Flyers. I think Avalanche is going to continue their domination over them.
Yep. Point night. So, yeah, I'm taking the puck line on that one, -1.5. It's plus 129 for the Avs right now.
You just jumped right in there, didn't you? Point night.
Yep.
Those Capitals over the Oilers.
Yep, the Caps need to win here tonight. I think the Oilers are going to keep dropping, but if the Caps can pull off a win against McDavid and Draisaitl and those boys, they need it because their division's top heavy and they got to stick in.
How long do you think McDavid's going to stay with the Oilers?
He's got a couple more years on his contract, but if they don't start putting something together, these guys, they don't. I mean, the only thing that would keep him there would be Draisaitl because they are literally the two best players in the league at this point. And they're on the same line. They just dominate. So I think that would be one of the only things that would keep him around. But other than that, I don't think he likes losing. So he's going to lead the league in points every year. If somebody wants to pay him a little bit more, I'm sure he'll go.
Yep. Agreed. Coyotes, Flames.
Yeah, not really excited for this one, but the Flames need to win they need to beat the Yotes if they're trying to, make the playoffs.
By the way, Correa just scored, so it's 4-1. Way to go ahead.
Yep. It's a hell of a rip, too.
Yeah, 76 minute is not going to be. Yeah, on left foot, he got all of that.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was, real nice. Canadiens and the Canucks.
Yeah, both teams are right around 500. They're both about one game. One team's one above, one team's one under. But like you were talking about earlier, like with the Thunder, with their scoring and like defense, like the Canucks are -11 goal differential, and that's like obviously they're winning a couple games, but they're letting in a lot of goals. So like just like you were saying, they just got to put that down, and maybe they can make the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see if that's at all possible.
I don't think it is, but that'd be the only thing that they can do to fix it.
Yeah, I tell you what. Now, did you watch a lot of the NFL yesterday?
I got to watch some of it whenever I was. I got to watch a lot of the Bengals and Chiefs game while I was staying at the craps table.
Oh,
but other than that, I caught up a lot of it on my phone this morning.
Yeah, well, you and Drew were on fire last night. Y'all wearing me out. Y'all little love fest y'all had going on after the Cowboys game. Oh, my God. Cowboys beat up on the lowly Colts. And it was 21-19 at the end of the third quarter. It's not like they were blowing them out or something, but they did.
Low-hanging fruit.
They did, But anyway, Packers and the Bears. God, Packers down 16-3, and Aaron Rodgers actually brought a team back. Shocking.
Yep. He's still in Chicago.
Yeah. You see, he beat Chicago in the reg. He's
the landlord out there.
Yeah, it seems like it is, isn't it? Might as well go to Chicago and play. The Steelers and the Falcons. Steelers are 5-7. I tell you what, Mike Tomlin might have his chance to be able to continue his not having a losing season record.
I know he's so damn close right now, and especially after seeing how some of these other guys in their division played. But Najee had a decent game. For him, he almost had 100 yards, which would have been nice. That D finally showed up, and I don't know if you saw that video of Tomlin. Some guy was like, "Hey, Coach Tomlin, great, good luck," and he goes, he says that, drops an F-bomb and tells him to screw off, pretty much, and then just kept walking.
Because they didn't mean it. They know they didn't mean it. Hell no, they didn't mean it.
Shut up! It's at halftime. I'm like in the middle of something in my head, and I got you yelling at me. It's funny.
Tomlin, you gotta love Tomlin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
You gotta love Tomlin. Jets and the Vikings. Boy, the Jets, dude. They have that quarterback, man, may not be bad, but they had their opportunities. They just couldn't close the deal in the red zone.
Typical Jets fashion.
Yeah,
that's exactly. I mean, what else would you expect from the Jets?
Well, I mean, that defense is just ridiculous, but offensively, they're just terrible.
When they lost that running back, I forgot his name. I can't think of it at the moment, off the top of my head. When they lost him,
the rookie Mosier.
Yeah,
not Mosier.
Davis, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Anyway, I know. Yeah, he was just that made all the difference in the world.
Yeah, when they lost him, it was pretty much over. And this whole battle with the quarterbacks is not going too well. Bruce Hall, right?
Yeah, dude. Korea almost scored again.
I know they're pushing.
I mean, wow! And that offsides?
I think so. Are they changing goalies too? Yeah, they're changing. Brazil's changing goalies.
Wow, that looked like that was offsides to me. But anyway, Titans and the Eagles. Eagles, man, they're rolling, man. I mean, Jalen Hurts 300 whatever yards last night. Couldn't run the ball, and he's like, I'll just throw it. That's what
they proved me wrong for sure. I mean, I really thought the Titans were going to come out there and smack them in the mouth. I mean, I really did. I mean, I even said that on here, and I was completely proved wrong. So the Eagles keep going, keep flying.
Yep. Browns. Did we want to talk about how bad he looked? He looked like he hadn't played in 200 and whatever 700 days. He hadn't played in 700 days.
Get Ryan Fitzpatrick out there or something instead. That was so embarrassing almost after all the money, all this stuff. And I mean, I know it's just one game.
Yeah, but dude, so he looked like he hadn't played in 700 days.
Bad. He looked bad.
But Ben, he looked like he has not played in 700 games. 700 days. He looked like he hadn't played in 2 years. I mean, he really did. He looked terrible.
Yeah, even like his, threw one pick, no touchdowns, 131 yards, 12 of 22. I mean, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that you one game, what did we expect? Did you really expect anything?
No.
I didn't expect him anything, and fortunately, everybody else took up for him. I just think the Browns, is too late for them to do anything, especially in the division that they're in. The Commanders and Giants, how about that 2020 tie?
I mean, what are we doing still with ties? I don't understand it. I know they changed the rule, but I mean, it was a good game and everything. It was competitive. It wasn't terribly boring. But I mean, I still don't understand the tie. Just don't get it.
What they're saying is that they play a whole nother quarter, and if you still don't score, it's over. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know what they're saying, but I just come up with something. Come up with some kind of some sort of deal where somebody has to score. Make it easy. Put them on the 5-yard line, let them go back and forth for just let them do. I don't know. I just don't like the tie. I'm just not a fan of ties.
I agree. We've had 2 ties this year.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. And that does not throw a wrench in that whole division.
Yeah, it does.
Because say the Cowboys just accidentally do drop a couple games, then one of these teams with a tie might get in over that's just insane.
It's just bad. It's bad. A tie is better than the win, which I don't understand. I mean, a loss.
Yeah.
No, it's really not, but whatever. The Broncos and the Ravens, jeez, that game was off. Russell Wilson, he's terrible. He's 10-9. He's terrible, dude.
That was the hockey score the other night.
Yeah,
game.
It was, but 10-9, dude. He's terrible. But Ben,
what a
he's terrible.
Game. Oh man!
And they finally had to score at the end to win. They had to score at the end to win.
That was unreal. If I bought tickets, I wanted to go to a Ravens game. If I would have bought that tickets, I would have been so upset.
I'm sorry, but Hackett has to go.
Yeah,
Russell can't be. He can't drop off that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
That's a long drop for somebody who doesn't look out of shape, who's still not old. I mean, that's a long drop.
Yeah, I mean, apparently half the team went to his birthday party, so that was cool.
Yeah, well, how they not? How are you not going to go? You have no choice.
Well, I think they just got invited by Sierra, so they weren't really they're like, oh, Sierra's throwing a party, and they're like, oh shit, this is Russell's birthday.
Yeah, but you're not going to not. You're not going to not go. Come The Niners beat up on the Dolphins, man. But Jimmy
Yeah,
G
that.
being gone, Jimmy G being out is going to kill them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just interested to see who there's like. I mean, their backup didn't play terrible. Brock, if I'm not mistaken, but
Yeah.
he didn't like look terrible. But I feel like I mean, it's going to be tough for them to like pull out something because I really had high chances, high like expectations for them to maybe make a Super Bowl push with Jimmy G at the helm.
Well, I just thought it was interesting that they do that, and then Baker wants out.
But the same day,
Same
he's
day.
like, "Yeah,
Same day.
yeah, literally, yeah." I was wondering if he's gonna maybe think about popping over there
I mean,
because like they'll be able
Brock.
to sign him at incentive based, like
I
he'll
know,
be able to
but
take a minimal.
Brock Hewitt is not gonna. He's gonna.
He's not the answer.
He might win a game for them, but he's not
Yeah,
the answer.
nope,
No
definitely
way.
not.
And Baker, I don't like him, but you give him a running game, which they have. He's got
He's
weapons all over the place, which they have. They got receivers, they've got running
They
backs,
have
they've got
everything.
tight
They have all the
end, they've
ingredients.
got a
You need somebody
defense.
that can go out there, go
Yep.
under center, take some snaps,
Offensive
and throw.
line.
And yeah, he's a good leader. Like I mean, we've all seen that.
Yeah,
I'm
but the
not the
problem is
biggest.
he don't have to lead on that team.
Yeah, no, they got the whole. I mean, the defense can lead that team. They don't need it.
They've got leaders
So
on that team. But that's my problem with him is that, because of his little attitude and the way he is with little man's disease, the way he is, he
it's
alienated
tough.
the Browns locker room. And then he
Yep.
went there and clearly did not make a difference in Carolina.
Yeah, there was not much to work with either.
Yep. So I just don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to.
Did he play a game with Christian McCaffrey? Because that is an interesting
Yeah,
thing.
he did.
So that is kind of interesting. Maybe if Christian puts in a good word for him.
Well, I mean, remember his offensive tackle was his offensive tackle.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something there.
So I mean, that's a huge thing right there. Chargers and the Raiders. How about that coming down to the end?
Yeah, that was a good. I mean, Devontae, that guy's a weapon. I think he had 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. But that was a fun game. I watched the highlights and it was back and forth. It went down. It went down to it. And I mean, I know it's probably too late for both of these teams. I'd almost say, but I don't know. It could still be something.
Yeah,
Wild card's still a little open. Everything's tight. There's lots of good parity in the NFL right now.
Yep. It really is. It really is. We forgot. You know what? We didn't talk about the Seahawks and the Rams.
Yeah,
Jalen Ramsey opened up his mouth. Geno's Pizza is not open, bro. Come on.
Geno's. I mean, they're just. I'm telling you, it's that boat that was stuck in the Suez Canal. They're still waiting on products. It'll be here soon, but it will reopen.
You and Drew, something is wrong with y'all. Something's really wrong with both of y'all. That's all I can tell you. Something is wrong with y'all. And then the Chiefs and the Bengals last night. I was listening to a lot of these guys on the shows this morning, and I'm like, did y'all watch the same damn game I saw? I mean, all they want to do is praise Burrow and all this stuff. And I was like, look, it was 24-20, and the Chiefs were driving, okay? And Chelsea fumbled. Travis Kelce fumbled. They were driving. They were getting ready to score again. They had just scored 3 straight touchdowns on them on 3 straight possessions. And then he fumbles. I said, so the Chiefs were getting ready to score again and go up 31-20 with 8 minutes to go. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell game y'all are watching, but that's the game I was watching. I'm like, the Chiefs had them. Chiefs had them.
They were, like literally a fingertip on the football away from them going down and scoring again.
Yep. I said, so you know what? I'm not, I love what all these people are saying, all this nonsense. And then Butker misses a field goal. I'm just saying.
That's not like him at all.
No, it's not. But I'm just going, so I don't want to hear it. And that's unlike Patrick Mahomes throwing his helmet like he did either. You don't see the emotion out of him.
You need that though. You need that fire. That's how you win. You need guys like that on your team, especially your leaders, your captains.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He usually does. He's usually like, "Fuck it, let's go." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's usually I think he needed that for that team because they're going to see this team again.
Oh yeah, they're going to see him again. They're going to see him again, fully loaded.
It's going to be something. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And I guess you want to talk about Drew's team, and they were 54-19. Do you want to talk about? You can go ahead and talk about Drew's team, man. Go ahead.
I mean, there's not much to say about it. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was just a runaway in the fourth. That was about all that I'd say. But I mean, the Colts are absolutely dead. I mean, that was it. The writing's been on the wall for weeks. I won't accept it, but now I think I'm going to.
Why is that? How do you not accept that?
Because I just think like they got two. Like I feel like that defense would have came alive at some point. I feel like Jonathan Taylor, that running game would like eventually open up at some point. Just like just a big game. Like and I think he had one big game last week, but like other than that, it's been very quiet. And I don't know. I have faith in that team. Like I like their coach. So like it's kind of just one of those things. Like and I never really count them out. So it's just kind of and now I just kind of got to stop. Just got to give up on it. Just got to stop.
You can't give
It's
up,
over.
man.
They're dead.
They're gonna be okay, man.
They're dead.
Oh, you think so? Come on, man. They're gonna be okay.
Ugh. Yeah, I mean 4-8-1. That's
Dude,
great.
your guy is not the guy.
3 picks, Matt Ryan.
Your guy is not the
Jeez.
guy. I mean,
I mean,
they're
and
playing. I'm sorry, they're doing the same thing that they did under the undercoach, under Frank.
I know. I thought it was going to be different. I really did. I didn't really think they'd make the playoffs, but I thought they'd make a push and at least be respectful.
And the only game they won, the Raiders receiver dropped a wide open deal for a touchdown. It's the only game they won.
So and they didn't even earn that one.
And so, but they go, a victory is a victory is a victory. And I'm just kind of laugh. I'm like, man, are you watching the same thing?
It is.
I mean, it counts as a victory, but it's just like the Chiefs game. I'm just going, man, come on, dude.
It was bad. That was just embarrassing. But the Cowboys did kind of show up there at the end, which you expect. But
yeah, but it was 21. But it was 21-19, and the Colts aren't very good, and the Cowboys stayed in it. And I'm sorry, and that's what I was trying to tell Drew. I mean, I know he likes Dak. Just does the Cowboys, but Dak just does not. I have zero confidence in him. Zero confidence in him.
Dak's not it.
I mean, he makes all this money on commercials because he is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, but he doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I think he's right like we were talking about earlier, he's right underneath that tier. He's like right there. He's like right on the edge, but he just makes bonehead decisions all the time. He forces plays that you shouldn't be doing. He doesn't I've seen him call out of plays a couple times where then the net something terrible will go off at the end. The only good thing, I mean, they got Gallup back. He looks healthy. I mean, they have enough weapons around him, but I don't think he is the answer. I don't think that he can support all the pressure and all that stuff. I mean, he's a great guy, from what I understand, all that stuff, but I just don't think he's it.
No, I don't think he's it either.
And their defense has been kind of inconsistent. I mean, they a couple games here and there, they're not like what you expect. In other games, they almost shut teams out. So if they can find some consistency, that would help. But I don't. I don't rely on him to go down and make a, if there's 54 seconds left and he's at his own 33, I don't really see him going down and leading the team to go score a touchdown in the playoffs. It's just not really.
I don't either. I don't see him if they've got to go 75 yards at the end of the game. I don't really see that happening either.
One timeout or something. I just don't see him. He's not organized enough.
No, I don't think he has that gene in him. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It pisses Drew off, and I'm sorry it does, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, Drew.
I feel the same about Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar. Dude, how bad is his injury? I didn't see.
It didn't look terrible. I think they were more on the side of caution, especially with him on his contract year. But I didn't see any updates this morning as of yet. So I'm sure that he's got to be in there getting all his stuff taken care of right now. But I mean, they played their backups after that, so he didn't come back. He was very in and out of that game quick.
Yeah, I think
he only had one drive, if I'm not mistaken, maybe two. But
that's gonna be scary, especially in this contract year. He didn't take the contract. If he's out, he
didn't take the guaranteed one, but he's worth more than what they offered him. They should have paid him,
dude,
but now
they offered him $255 million. Ben.
Yep,
they offered him the largest contract. The deal was his mom wants to have it fully guaranteed because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, look at they're not going to do it. They're in the same division as the Browns that just did that. And I mean, I know it's only been one game, like we said, but Deshaun clearly isn't worth all that guaranteed money so far.
He will be. I mean, he was one of the top 5 quarterbacks when he came out. But to me, Lamar, is he good? Yes. If he should have they offered him 100, and I think it was Kyler got 180 something. And Russell Wilson got 175. So to me, he should be somewhere in there, should be fine. But For him getting a fully guaranteed contract, no. No way. No way. I mean, but his mother
That's a
thinks that's what
sticky
he's worth.
situation.
His mother thinks that's what he's worth, and that's just stupid. That's
Yeah,
not
and
happening.
I'm sure there's a lot of good things with your mom being your agent, but there's also some downsides that probably are going to keep you grounded a little bit more than you'd want.
Yep. I mean, that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
she doesn't. She's a mom, and she's got it. Oh, well, don't care what you want. This is not reality. Reality is he is one of the best quarterbacks
Athletes.
in the country. I mean, in
Yeah.
the NFL, no doubt. But for him to get fully guaranteed, that's not going to happen. It's not the Browns. The Browns did that, but nobody else is going to do that. And now
the Browns are owned by Walmart money, right?
no, that would be the Broncos. The
I think
Browns
there's
are
two
owned
of them,
by what's his name that owns oh God, I think that they own the mortgages. I believe he's the one who owns the mortgage company. Either him
Yeah,
or
I think you're right. I think it's just the Denver Broncos.
yeah, the Walmart. The problem with Walmart family is they just bought the Broncos, so they're stuck with whatever they're stuck with. They don't have a choice.
The NFL prints money though, so even if the Broncos stink, they're still going to be making hand over fist money for the.
Well, yeah, that's true, but on the other side of it, though, Ben, the problem is
Well, it
that
sucks that they're the Broncos.
they can. The deal with the Broncos is you can write a check to get rid of your coach. I mean, you can write a $30 million. Here you go. See you later. But your cap hit and everything you've got to deal with Russell, you're screwed. You have to keep him. You're stuck with him unless you
Nobody
can
will
trade
take
him somewhere.
that contract
Unless
on
you can
after
trade
this.
him somewhere.
Yeah, nobody will take that contract on. Nobody
and you can't waste the defense you have. You got to figure it out. So
they already traded away some of their best players on that defense. I think they're about done.
Yep. So, and by the way, now that the World Cup is ended for this, our bracket play, we know that Croatia plays Brazil now.
Yes, sir.
Netherlands. So Friday, you've got Netherlands and Argentina at 1:00. At 9 a.m., you have Croatia against Brazil. And then Saturday, France and England. Man, that's going to be.
Both of those early games, that Netherlands-Argentina game and that France-England game, both those games are going to be awesome.
Yep.
I'm going to get up early for them. That's good. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, because you should.
Netherlands team, like I was telling you, they just needed to come into form. They're good. They're dangerous. They beat the wheels off of us.
So do you think? Well, the Netherlands game is at 2. The 10 a.m. game is Croatia and Brazil.
Oh, okay. I read it backwards,
and then the other 10 a.m. game.
It's at 2 as well.
Yeah, Saturday morning, the 10 a.m. game will be the winner of Morocco and Spain and Portugal, Switzerland.
Yeah, I had them mixed up there. Yeah. That'll be this is going to be an awesome. All the water's finding its level. All these teams that were kind of favored are all in this at the moment.
Yep. And because Netherlands and Argentina, that's going to be a great match. And Brazil, they're going to take care of Croatia, I believe.
I think so too. Croatia's just that European team because they're gonna they played that's just two totally different ways of playing soccer. So if the Croatians can get out to maybe an early goal lead or maybe keep it at a draw at half, I would see them just parking the bus and just hoping for a draw to go to penalties.
We'll see because they got lucky. They were supposed to be playing Spain.
Yeah, they got very lucky.
They got lucky. They were supposed to be playing Spain, and then Japan was supposed to be playing. Or I don't even know if Japan was in there, but that's kind of how that was laid out. So now, and what do you think about the Final Four as far as college football? Is there any?
Okay.
Are you unhappy about these 2 games?
I wasn't unhappy, I guess. That wouldn't be the word to say. I think it would be more just confused because I want if they're going to, if the standard's the standard, let's keep the standard the standard. If that, you know what I mean? So I was kind of confused.
The best 4 teams are not playing.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just a little hesitant on it. I don't understand how. I get it because USC lost and all that stuff, but it was just kind of a strange outcome from what I'm used to from seeing from the committee there.
Right. My deal is this: they were going to put Ohio State in there anyway because Ohio State was the best team in them and Georgia were the 2 best teams all season long, along with Michigan.
They were praying that USC lost.
Yeah,
that made their job a million times easier.
Yep, and then TCU barely losing helped.
Yeah, but
if they got smashed like USC got smashed, TCU would not be in.
Seeing this like I know here in a couple years, like 2024, when this comes around, like Kansas State would be in this thing. USC would still be in this thing. Like there's like these teams
Alabama will
like that's
still
gonna
be
be
in.
yeah, like it's gonna be fun.
Well,
Like to
the
watch that
deal
over
is
the next
this: is
couple
like I
years.
was talking to people the other night, and I was like, "This is my thing. The first 4 teams get a bye." I said, "But you'd
Yes.
have to get rid of the championship games. You can't have
Yeah.
the conference championship games. Those have to
Correct.
go
Yeah.
away. And then what you basically do is say, okay, whoever has the best record overall in the conference is year 1, year 2, period. Here are the best records. Y'all are 1 and 2, regardless of whether you're north south. That's irrelevant.
How
Like
it's gonna be.
which to me, or if you're the North champion year 1, if you're the South champion year 2, whatever.
Yeah. And then unless you're in the
Okay,
top 4, then that number 2 team would become the number
right.
1.
So to me, you do it that way, and then you go 5 plays 12, 6 plays 11.
Yeah.
But that, and then what is it? 6, 11, 7, 10, and that 8, 9.
Yep.
Ooh, boy, that
See, and
8,
that would
9,
be
7, 10 games, man.
and you see all these guys that are like on these teams that are 8, 9, 10 ranked 11. They're not playing. This would give all we'd get another game out of these guys because they'd want to win. So they'd go out there and these guys, the guys that like say, "Oh, I'm not playing for the bowl game, sorry," like which I get it. Like they're about to make a ton of money, they can't get hurt. I understand, but this would give them something to play for, and it'd put a lot more eyes on these guys too. Like we'd have another couple weekends of good football.
Yeah, because right now it would have been. I don't really have my updated ones. I
I got
wish
it.
I had
It'd
them.
be Alabama and Washington. It would be Tennessee, Kansas State, which would be awesome.
Uh-huh.
It'd be Utah and Clemson. It'd be USC and Penn State. That would be those games, and that would be a weekend of just great football. So there you go.
Okay,
And
so
then
you'd have Alabama, Washington,
Yep.
and then you'd have who? Penn
And then it was
State.
Tennessee, and it would be Tennessee and Kansas State, which would be a great
Ooh,
game. Then you got Utah and Clemson, another great game, and then you got USC and Penn State. So that'd be great. Like that's if we were doing by the rules of 2024.
yeah, those would be that would be fantastic if you had it
That'd
that
be
way.
fun to watch.
That'd be fun to
That'd be a lot of
watch.
fun.
But in these games, I'm pretty sure that of course, we'll get onto it. We'll go over it more and more this week. But
Yeah,
when I look at these upcoming games, Michigan and TCU, that's going to be a bloodbath.
that's gonna be fun football.
No, it's not. It's going to be a bloodbath. How's that fun?
I think they're just gonna let the horses like these two teams are just gonna, like you said, a bloodbath. They're just gonna beat the piss out of each other. It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
I
fun to
think
watch.
what I'm saying is Michigan's going to kill them. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
think. That's what I
every
think.
Big
Now,
12 team that
the
really goes into
Georgia Ohio State game is going to be good.
that game's gonna be fun.
I
That's
think
gonna be
that's a better game than Georgia USC or Georgia
yeah,
TCU.
100%.
That's a
Yeah,
better game.
100%.
Yeah, better
That's
game.
gonna
Those
be
two.
like that should be the. I mean, I know like we'll let them play it out, but that should be the final. If that's what I would hope for.
Yeah, this gonna be. It would be good. That's gonna be.
The winner of that one, I think, wins the whole thing.
And then the Big 12 bowl games, you have Alabama against Kansas State, and that's a December 31st game, noon on ESPN. Then you have Wisconsin versus OSU.
Yeah,
And that's the guaranteed rate bowl. That's in.
I love the
I think
names
that's
of
in
these
Glendale. I
things.
think that's in Arizona. Then you have the Alamo Bowl, Washington versus Texas. And
Yep.
they're like, why did Texas go to the Alamo Bowl? Because they're an hour and a half away
Yeah.
from San Antonio.
Just saved like 30 grand.
Yeah, I said, do you know how much
plane
money?
tickets.
Oh, dude, you know how much money they're going to make? How many people are going to be at the game? I mean, they're going
Oh
to
yeah,
make
it's gonna be
a load
one-sided.
of money. It's going to be ridiculous. And then the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, you got Arkansas versus Kansas. I think Arkansas is going to do.
Oh, they're gonna wipe the
they're
floor
going to,
with
yeah.
them.
Especially
Yeah.
Arkansas is right next door to Tennessee.
Yeah, that one's also going to be another home game.
Yeah, it's a home game for Arkansas. Home game
Good for
Arkansas.
KU though, making a bowl.
I agree. 100%.
And the Big 12, it's good for everything.
And then I'm mad because the Texas Bowl, Mississippi against Tech. I wanted Oklahoma State to go to the Texas Bowl. This is why I wanted us to be in
That would
Houston.
have been a lot better.
It would have been a lot better. I mean, it would have been better because Oklahoma, one of Oklahoma State's largest fan bases as far as alumni are in Houston. They have one of the biggest fan bases there, so that would have been nice. The Cheez-It Bowl, FSU against OU in Orlando.
I think I hate to say this, I think FSU is going to just absolutely dominate them.
Yeah, they're losing recruits like left and right. And then, of course, the Lockheed Martin Armed Services Bowl. Air Force versus Baylor, the 22nd. That's going to be the first bowl game, the 22nd. I
I'm gonna
don't
hit
know. Will
the.
we be watching that? Will we watch that, man? Let me see if
I will
there's.
not be watching that.
That's a 6:30 game, the
2nd of
22nd,
December.
December 22nd. Yep, I can watch it because there's not a Thunder game. So
I
I
won't be
can watch
watching
it.
it.
So you're not watching it, are you?
No.
You're not watching that, are you?
Nope.
Come on.
Unless Drew's got a pick on it.
Yeah, he'll have a pick. There ain't no
Well,
doubt
not
about that.
yet.
But
We'll see.
do you have to watch the game when you bet on it?
Oh yeah, I don't need to watch it to bet on it.
Okay, just checking. And then in breaking news, Deion Sanders to Colorado.
That was awesome. Did you see his little like speech out to the team?
Oh yeah, like something like
Yeah, he
yeah,
told
some of
everybody,
y'all be
he
gone.
goes, yeah, you better hit that portal because I'm bringing my own guys.
Yeah,
Literally what he said. And
that's
then you
basically
got
what
like
he said.
that's what he told the whole team. And he's like, I'm bringing guys in that are smart, and then everybody starts saying smart. This is strong. It was strong. Like so, he's like he's out there preaching. And I think I saw a tweet from I think his nephew. His nephew was like. He was like, "Hey, got room for me?" And he's about to. I think he was at Alabama. He's about to go over to Colorado. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, so they're going to start loading up. I know he's bringing his quarterback, and
Yeah,
then
then
I'm
Alabama's
watching.
cornerback is in.
Yeah,
Clemson's
there's,
linebacker's in.
and then I think he's
Dude,
bringing one of his cornerbacks and one of his wide receivers from
Jackson
Jackson
State. Well,
State.
he's
If I'm not
bringing
mistaken.
Travis Hunter, who was the number one
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school recruit. He's going.
yeah. So he's gonna have a squad up there.
Dude,
That's good. Like,
USC
how much so in the
linebacker.
Big 12?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, man. Oh my God, boy, it's. And then
That's
he's
it on the
already got.
basketball line.
Then he's already got the number 5. A 5-star recruit already committed. He committed. When Deion Sanders said yesterday he was coming within hours, this guy committed. Wide
He's like, I'm
receiver
in.
committed for
Yeah,
2025.
you gotta get your spot while the getting's good.
I mean,
They're
wow.
gonna be good.
Oregon's
Whenever,
5-star linebacker Justin Flo. He's getting in the transfer portal.
yeah, that was just insane though. That's his first meeting with the team. He says, "Pack your shit."
Packers. I mean, that's basically what it says. That we got a quarterback. I'm bringing a quarterback, so that's
Yep,
it.
and then
And I'm
and then
bringing
yeah, everybody's
I'm bringing at least 10
yeah.
guys. So, but what he's basically saying, y'all were 1-11. Y'all can't play. That's what he
Man,
was saying.
all these guys too are definitely going to be wanting to go to. I mean, Colorado's beautiful. If you ever, I mean, I don't know.
I've been there, of course.
You probably been, but yeah, I mean,
I still
it's
own the record.
gorgeous.
I still own the record for the most minutes ever played in a Big 8 game, and it was at Colorado. I played 58 to
Oh
60
shit!
minutes. I played
Legend.
58 to 60 minutes.
Legend.
So yeah, I know all about it. And I
So
went home and
it's a
went to bed.
beautiful spot. I think some of these guys, you take a trip up there, you have a couple of beers with the boys, and you're like, all right, I'm in.
Yep, we won in 5 overtimes. We beat them in 5 overtimes or 4 overtimes. We beat them in 4 overtimes. Yeah. Yep.
That is a long game.
Yeah.
Furthest I ever went was triple overtime in hockey.
It was 4 overtimes. I was exhausted, and had a day with Miss Colorado and run up whatever, and I was too tired. Went home. It was too sleepy.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Went to bed. Yeah, but anyway, I think Deion will do fantastic there.
I do too.
He's going to bring in some guys. A lot of guys are going to want to come there. Their facilities are unbelievable. Their facilities are nice.
They're amazing.
And I was listening to Colin Cowherd. He goes, they don't have the money. Dude, you understand how much money there is in Colorado? There's a lot of money in Colorado. They just didn't have any reason to spend it. They spent it clear. They spent, what, $130 million on their facilities? They've got nice facilities, so there's money now with all the weed money they got. Yeah, they got money.
Oh, that's it. Their tax money is insane.
And
so they know what they're doing.
I love it how he said you got to increase my pay for my assistant coaches. They did that. They're giving him $5 million. Then on top of that, he's basically saying, look, transfer portal, you've got to change and have get these guys in. You can't have classes because that's the reason why Colorado was having issues. They couldn't get transfer portals in there because of the way that their school was lined up and what they offered. And they changed all that in order. He goes, if you want to win, this is what you got to do. The NIL money, which they do have tons of.
Correct.
And then he goes, the other thing you got to have is that you got to be able to have classes and have majors for these guys to transfer their classes. Because if you can't transfer their hours, then they're screwed. Can't come. So, which is what Colorado's problem. Then, of course, you sent this to me. How long do you think it'll take you?
Go ahead.
How long do you think it'll take you?
To do what?
To be successful. 2 years?
Like,
for him to be successful there and turn it around to where like they might be in the top, and maybe I think by 2024 they'll be in that top 12.
Yeah, and he's pissed off at Auburn when they said he wasn't the guy.
Yep.
He's
No,
mad. He's pissed at
he's
that.
coming with some fire.
He's pissed off at that. He's not happy with that at all.
You don't want it pissed off primetime, my friend.
No, and then I don't blame him for not going to Cincinnati. I mean, why would you go to Cincinnati? That just makes no sense.
I think they kind of like already had their like little like bump. You know what I mean? I think they're going to be like a top 25 team for the next couple of years. But I wouldn't go there. Like if you're, look where Boulder or Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Boulder. No doubt.
Yeah,
even though, he's a straight-laced guy and all of that, I'm like, he knows they smoke weed. He was a professional athlete. He knows they smoke weed.
Oh, yeah.
And I try to tell people, if you think athletes don't smoke weed, something's wrong with you. Like I was arguing with this guy the other day, this older gentleman. He's telling, marijuana got him. I said, marijuana don't get you in trouble. Marijuana don't stop you from playing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody smokes weed. He goes, not me. I go, okay, not you. But all athletes, 80% of athletes smoke weed. I can promise you. Probably more than that. But it's at least 7 to 8 out of 10 of them smoke.
That's what I got a friend that his mama works at a gas station right outside one of the bigger neighborhoods here in the city. And she has this was years ago at this point, but it was like when Perk was playing and stuff. But guys like that would come in there and buy sticks, on their way home from the game. Yeah. So she,
what's up?
I know they're not smoking a black. They're not doing that.
No, if you're
not smoking a Swisher.
If you're getting a Swisher Sweet, it ain't to smoke one.
That's not this guy. Yeah, if these guys are smoking cigars, they ain't buying them at 7-Eleven.
And they have a hookah pipe. Anyway, I'm not going to get into what happens with that.
Yeah, whatever.
Cristiano Ronaldo, 211 per year.
Yep.
I had to go back and look at that again, Ben.
Did he sign with that Saudi team?
Yeah, dude, I had to look at that again.
Is that
211 per year, not for the 3 years, per year.
That's like an insane number. Is it like? I'm trying to think. So
the most was 84. The most was 84 million, and let me see. Matt Stafford was 70 million last year, and then Messi was 75. I think is what Messi gets, 75.
So that's So he's making $57,000 a week. So there's that.
$4 million a week.
Yep, I just did the calculator math. It's right there. It's insane.
Wow.
So
what is that? Yeah, and then what's that? 500,000, 600,000 a day. He's making. He wakes up. Yep. He's got 600,000 in his mailbox.
Just as long as his heart's beating, he's got.
Yeah, when you open your eyes, I got $600,000 a day. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with the 600 million? 200. But you know what?
I wake up and I piss excellence.
Yes, that's exactly what that is. But you know what? I was laughing. All that says to me is that the Saudis are going to do everything they can to get the World Cup in 2030. But the problem they're going to have now is after Qatar not allowing people to drink.
Yeah,
they pulled that switcher.
They supposed to.
They were supposed to, and then the last 48 hours, right before it started, they said no.
Yeah, they pulled the tickets for everybody that said you can't drink. I saw some people going around and like trying to drive around and look for like booze and stuff. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's out. Those.
But but I also think it's too close, like on the globe, like for them to be going back to back. Like, so I feel like they're gonna have to pick a different country.
Well, no, because remember they're coming to the United States next.
Yeah, but then after that, I feel like you can't just go right back to the same like region of the world. I might be wrong, but I feel like
the reason why I think they can is because if they can give Ronaldo 211 million for a year, how much are they going to give them? How much are they going to give them?
They can pay for it. That's why that last guy got all fired, and he had all those court cases against him. The last FIBA, representative.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. They are so corrupt. It's ridiculous. Kind of like
he was over there shaking hands with all the, like you said, he was over there shaking hands with all the Saudi Arabian people, like right before, like all the owners of the team and stuff, and the princes and all that stuff. He was over there shaking all their hands, like in their first match.
Oh yeah, dude. He's just hey, those guys are corrupt as it comes. Come on, man.
I don't blame them. Blame them.
There's a reason why Europe, they're old. They're thousands of years old. America's a few hundred years old.
They're the opposite of Brett Favre.
Yeah, our corruption.
Brett Favre, Favre's taking the money from the poors, and then you got This guy over here just handing out money to everybody. He doesn't
Just
care.
hand it. But you know what? When you've got 20 billion, what
That's
if you
so
give somebody
insane. I think,
600,000?
if I'm not mistaken, like the family, like the royal family there is worth a couple trillion. If I'm not
Trillion.
like,
Yeah, it's something
yeah,
stupid. It's stupid.
it's like a couple $1 trillion. If I'm not
It's more
mistaken.
money than anybody could ever spend.
Yeah,
It's
man, that
more
would be
money you can
awesome.
ever spend. Unless you put it all in crypto.
Yeah,
And then,
well, that would have been a terrible decision. Man, I don't know how many people I tried saying I don't get it. I cannot put money in crypto, and they're
yeah,
just like they lost so much
they
money. I'm
lost
like, are you
so
kidding
much
me?
money. I know a lot of people
Like,
lost
what you
money in that,
doing?
dude. I mean, to me, it's
Uh,
like put your money in, you make your money, get out,
well, I mean, put your money in and
and
see
get
that
out.
there's actual money. They're like, yeah, there's
Yeah,
actual
but you
money. You
you
can't
put
see
money,
anything.
but you paid money in, and you can
Yeah,
get money out. But the
yeah.
problem is
That's.
when
I
you
mean,
left your money in, it was all gone. Well, if I put billions of dollars in something, where does it go? If I'm
holy crap!
giving
All
you
those Tom
cash,
Brady yeah, all
yeah,
those Tom Brady commercials.
yeah,
Oh
dude, it's
man,
like I'm giving you cash to buy this crypto. So you're getting there's cash given to you. Now, if it all goes away, where the hell did the cash go?
exactly.
I mean, if
And
I'm
then
giving you cash. Yeah, you don't have any. Well, where did it go? It's crypto. It's currency out in the ethos. Well,
it's just so weird.
did it just disappear along with my cash?
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did.
I mean,
So you
why isn't my cash still there? I mean,
because there's
I
some
gave it
guy
to
that has
you.
all the money in his
That's
pocket.
correct. He has the money. Somebody's got the money. There's no
Somebody's
doubt.
got the money.
But they say follow the money.
So crazy.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir, Bubba. I'll be on here.
All right, then. Good luck
You have a good
tonight.
one. Cheers, brother.
Cheers to you. Have fun. That was my guy Ben Dillman. We got to come up with a nickname for him. He's my hockey guy, and appreciate him. Glad he had a good weekend with our guy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Cowboys. Got you on that, didn't I, Drew? Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the show today. Thank you for your input. I know people are sending me texts, and I will respond to you guys once I'm done with the show. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic day. Go out and play some golf because it's fantastic out there today.